Hi, my name is Colby Sharp. I'm a fifth grade teacher in Michigan. Welcome to my channel, where I try to help kids fall in love with reading. One way that we do that is by talking about awesome books, sharing awesome books with them. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 amazing 2024 nonfiction books. These are all nonfiction picture books. I'll put a link in the description to my list of awesome 2024 books where you can find these books and a whole lot more. Let's start out with this one. Almost Underwear. How a piece of cloth traveled from Kitty Hawk to the moon and to Mars. And what you're gonna notice, a few of these books are fold and gathers. So they're F and Gs, we call them, because these books might not be out, or the copy I have is before they came out, so they kind of fall apart. So I'm gonna do my best to kind of show you inside these books, but this book is so interesting. So basically, you get a chance to see the history of amazing moments in flight through this piece of cloth that started in Kitty Hawk in its early flight. But friends, that piece of cloth was again used it was on the journey to Mars with Neil Armstrong. So when the first man walked on Mars, that cloth went along for the ride, and then you think the story's over there. No, one more stop on the journey, the moon. So this piece of cloth has been to the moon, the Wright brothers flight, and Mars. Think about how cool that is. Think about how interesting that is. Think about how that's going to want to make kids learn more about flight and just be blown away and tell all their friends about this super cool book they read called Almost Underwear. Isn't that so interesting? I love it. Next up, one of the most gorgeous books of 2024. This is a adaptation of Keta Scott King's autobiography. Or memoir, I suppose. And Holmes has just done a magnificent job with the art. So this is one you're going to want to read slow. You're going to want to pour over. A great, great book for young readers about the life of Keta Scott King. A really powerful part for me in this book was reading about right after Dr. King was assassinated, murdered, and her still feeling like she needed to go and deliver a speech where he was headed to go. Just mind-blowing. What a beautiful book that comes to life so just flawlessly with Holmes' illustrations. So be sure to check out Keta. It's breathtaking. Next up, Wild Places, The Life of Naturalist David Attenborough. And David Attenborough is this famous naturalist, and it tells his life story, which is super interesting. I love seeing how he went from just being fascinated with animal life, and then bringing that into our living rooms through television. It was just so interesting. But what I love, an additional part of this book that I love, is how watching him learn about what is happening to our planet and wanting to do something about it so that this beautiful world that he has spent his life celebrating can continue to be celebrated by generations to come. An absolute stunning book by Haley and John Rocco. Listen to this quote. "We take care of nature, nature will take care of us." This book is just cool. City of Leaf Cutter Ants. Okay, so A Sustainable Society of Millions. I know nothing about leaf cutter ants. Well, I didn't until I read this, and then I'm their biggest fan. If there was a leaf cutter ants t-shirt, I would wear it. I might have to Google that because these things are so interesting, and the art in this book is just awesome. And you just learn a lot, and it's done in this beautiful, I don't really know how to describe illustrations very well, but it's just so inviting and so just, I don't know. It just makes me feel happy. And I don't really even like ants in real life. I don't want them on me, but this book is just one that's gonna make kids learn more, gonna make kids, and it's gonna give them some cool stuff to tell other people. They're gonna wanna tell people all about leafcutter ants. To me, that's what's a great nonfiction book. When you read something in a nonfiction book and you just wanna tell everybody about it. You're just so excited. There's so much to say, and you just want to tell everybody about it. So City of Leafcutter Ants is one of those books. Life After Whale, The Amazing Ecosystem of a Whale Fall. I didn't even know about whale falls until Melissa Stewart's book last year came out, And then this is an additional book for us to learn more about this really mind-blowing thing that happens when a whale dies and how their body becomes like its own ecosystem with millions of creatures for over 100 years. I was really fascinated with like its journey to the bottom of the ocean, which I thought this book did a beautiful job inviting us into to learn about. So Life After Whale, awesome. Just another one of those books where you're just like, what an amazing world we live in. What a fascinating world that we live in. So I hope that you found at least one, hopefully 5 awesome 2024 nonfiction books to add to your collection. Be sure to check out my entire list of awesome 2024 books down in the description below. Thank you for sharing awesome books with kids. It means the world to me that you would dedicate your work to helping kids fall in love with reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic